friends, I am back for another process video. Today I am going to be using an 8.5 by 11 sketch right here that is from Page Maps, and I'm gonna turn it into a 12 by 12 page. And this is the photo that I'm going to use. This is me on Granger Smith's bus meeting him and getting a little private concert from him with one of our listeners. I work for a radio station here in Salt Lake City, and I love my job, you guys. I get to meet so many artists and do so many amazing things, not only with artists but in our community. So I love my job, and I'm going to scrapbook this photo. This is from 2017, I believe. I think it was. And I am missing concerts, you guys. We had so many concerts lined up this year, and they all vanished with stupid COVID. So hopefully next year I will get back into concerts and we can have some fun. But until then, I'm just going to scrapbook about it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I am going to be using, maybe I should tell you that, huh? I'm going to be using the Bloom With Grace collection and just using my scraps and what I have left over, as well as I pulled out our wood grain paper, which is available all year long until our core catalog ends. And the Bloom With Grace currently goes through the end of this month, October 2020. So if you'd like to get your hands on it, I would act fast. So let's see what I can come up with. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take this wood grain piece of paper, and I would like to use it as that main piece in the sketch. And so I'm just going to trim it down, kind of just guesstimating what it would look like on a 12 by 12. And then I'm going to take my scoring blade. This is a trick that my friend Brenda taught me. Take the scoring blade and score along the lines of the wood grain, and that'll help give the effect that it is 3D and there's actual pieces of wood, and when you touch it, it feels all bumpy. It's kind of cool. And then I am going to take one of our ink pads in the color Desert Rose with my blending tool, and I am going to color this piece of wood. I want it to look like a worn piece of wood that was painted red. And so I'm just going to use circular motions and not being too precise, because I do want it to look worn. So there'll be spots that are heavier than others. And that'll just give that illusion that it is, or it has been sitting outside for a long time and the paint's peeling off. Now I got to tell you, using this blending tool and the circular motion on such a large piece of paper gave my arm a workout. Maybe I'm just a wimp, but oh my gosh, my arm is burning after this. So if you need a good workout, this is an idea. But I do like the way this turned out, and then I decide it needs to be just a little bit shorter, and I will go ahead and trim just, I think, a 1/2 inch off, maybe a 1/4 of an inch off, 3/8 of an inch, not very much. And then I will have to go back through and ink the edge. Okay, so right here I decide I am going to take my stamp set, my music stamp set, and there is this musical notes, and I am going to stamp it along the edge. On the sketch they had like stitching or something down the side, so this is just my interpretation of that. And I gotta say, usually I'm really good at connecting stamps, but I was hesitant to put my head underneath the camera. Right there I do it, but normally I'm right over the top of my stamping, and I'm a lot better at it, but this doesn't line up very good. But it's okay. You can't really tell once the page is finished. It just is a nice little detail on the page. Okay, taking my favorite punch to give me a a notebook looking side. I am going to use this plaid looking paper. I always punch it first and then I trim it down. It just is easier for me that way, and it always turns out better than if I was to trim it and try to do that on a small little strip. And then I can gauge how big of a piece I want to cut. And I always cut a little bit bigger because I put adhesive on it and then shove it underneath. So that's how I do that. I love this punch. Okay, I'm just going to start gluing it down and then go and find what color I want to use or what papers I want to use for the horizontal strips of paper that go on this page. I look at that green at first and I'm like, whoa, Christmas. So I decided to go with the striped paper because it's going to throw in more color and allow me to bring in more color to the page. And then I remember I gotta ruffle up that edge there. I always like to do that with that punch. And then I take this mauve color, which is actually from the kit. It doesn't come in the paper pack. It's an extra that comes in the workshop kit. And it was just a scrap I had left over. So that is what I'm gonna use. And then I'll use this. This has like little florals on it, and I'm gonna use this to back my photo. It's not plain white. You can't really tell there's florals, but it just gives a little bit around the photo with a little bit more interest. And then at this point I'm deciding, okay, this page needs something. I need to throw in a little bit more black or something, and I'll grab my journal pen and I will do my trusty doodle lines around everything. Okay, and I'm just going to now glue all those pieces down. Okay, and then I take out this foam alphabet. I did beforehand make sure I had enough letters to spell out Granger Smith. And I kind of fidget with this a little bit. I get Granger on, and then Smith, I have to move it like 3 times to make it fit within the space between the 2 G's. Oh, it was a pain in my booty, but I get there. I do find this dark purple piece that, again, is from the workshop kit, and I decided to throw a little bit of that in the page as well, even though the sketch doesn't call for it. It's just helping to throw in some more color there. Okay, I also decided to add in this zip strip. It has a scallop edge at the top of my photo, and I think it just adds just a little bit of extra interest to the photo with that scallop. And I didn't have to punch it or anything, it's just there. It was awesome. Okay, this is where I pull out my sticker sheet to decide what stickers I am going to use. I add Forever Grateful, I think is what it says. And then I will add this skull, and I will pop it up with some 3D foam tape. I'm not going to make you watch all of that. It took a second to cover it, and then I'll put it down right there. And then I decide I'm going to throw in some sunflowers. I have 2 stickers left is all, and I know I want more than 2 sunflowers. So I pull out this sheet that has sunflowers on it, and I decide I'm going to fussy cut a few flowers out so that I could have more flowers onto my page. I love that about a good floral paper, that it's something you can fussy cut and add more embellishments to your page. Now if you see me cutting here, fussy cutting, it's not my favorite thing to do, but I'll do it. And when you fussy cut, you want to move the paper and not your scissors. As you can see as I'm cutting, I'll cut another one here in just a second, that my scissors aren't really moving, they're just opening and closing, and I am moving the paper around, and that's how I do my fussy cutting and get the best results. Just going to add in another cluster of flowers down here using some of the greenery that is on the sticker sheet. See, here's that fussy cutting I was just talking about. And I also leave a white edge around my fussy cutting because I know there's no way I could cut on the line and have it be straight. So that gives me some a buffer so that I'm not cutting my image up. Okay, just throwing in some more stickers. I figured this little tag, I can add the date to it. And my journaling, so this photo came up in my memories on Facebook, and I did screenshot it because I wanted real-time journaling, and I love doing that. My little trick there about my journaling is screenshotting things from the past that I know I have pictures of that I haven't scrapbooked. And I always have fantastic journaling that way, so I'll add that off screen. But I am going to cover my photo, add some splatters with some liquid spray. Okay, after I clean up my mess, the last thing I'm going to pull out are some of our wood hearts. And I will grab 3 of those and put those in my clusters. And then that's going to finish this page off. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That will help me in the YouTube algorithm. And then if you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button. I really am enjoying making these videos for you guys, and I hope that you are enjoying them too. So I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will catch you next time. Bye.